Hey, I'm Jamie East, and today's episode of The Smart 7 is sponsored by Vodafone Business in partnership with Samsung. If you're running a business, any kind of business, you're probably spending some time thinking about AI, what to do, how much to use it, and how to even get started. The answer could be in your pocket. The new Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra, powered by Vodafone Business's reliable, award-winning network, will help you unleash your productivity through brilliant built-in Galaxy AI. For example, Note Assist will automatically correct, fix the spelling, formatting and organise your meeting notes so you can stay tuned into the session without any worry. Turns out AI may be useful for more than just written work. Swiss scientists have developed an AI-powered robot that can play badminton with you. The good news is that while the tech took 5 years to develop, the robot's still easily beatable. Getting back to the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra, to take advantage of all the features and change the way you do business, you'll need a Samsung account and a network connection. To find out more, search Vodafone Business Samsung, and for network verification, go to vodafone.co.uk/network. On today's Smart 7, things get weird at the NATO summit, no backing down from Labour rebels, and much more. It's Thursday, 26th of June, it's National Canoe Day, and happy birthday, Ariana Grande.
The Smart 7. It's news, but not the news.
Prime Minister Keir Starmer was in the Netherlands on Wednesday for the NATO summit, but the UK press covering the gathering weren't letting him off the hook over next week's welfare bill vote. The PM is facing a backbench Labour rebellion over his plan to reform the welfare system, with concerns over cuts to certain disability and sickness benefits. The size of the potential rebellion continued to grow on Wednesday, with estimates that over 120 Labour MPs are now prepared to vote for an amendment that would kill the bill. Starmer wasn't backing down, though.
Is it tough going? Are there plenty of people and noises off? Yes, of course. There always are, there always have been, there always will be. But the important thing is to focus on the change that we want to bring about.
Because the PM was at The Hague, Deputy PM Angela Rayner was facing off against another temporary Tory leader, this time Shadow Chancellor Mel Stride, and he also had the welfare bill on his mind.
Isn't she just a little embarrassed to be defending policies she doesn't even agree with?
Mr. Speaker, I'm embarrassed every week that somebody comes here from their opposition who doesn't apologise for the mess they left this country in.
The NATO summit, which was dramatically shortened, partly to keep Donald Trump focused, certainly had some dramatic moments. Trump met with Ukrainian President Zelensky, who had worn a suit, and the meeting seemed to have gone well. Trump also raged about fake news over revelations that the US bunker buster bombs may not have obliterated Iran's nuclear facilities, although the Defense Department has launched a leak investigation, which suggests that the news may not be entirely fake. There was a strange moment too when Trump and NATO Secretary-General Mark Rutte were asked about the prospects for the Iranian and Israeli ceasefire.
They're not going to be fighting each other. They've had it. They've had a big fight, like two kids in a schoolyard. You know, they fight like hell. You can't stop them. Let them fight for about 2-3 minutes. Then it's easier to stop them.
And then Daddy has to sometimes use strong language.
You have to use strong language. Every once in a while you have to use a certain word.
One assumes Rutte meant daddy in the Don Jr. and Eric Trump sense, and not in the Pedro Pascal iconic sense, but probably best not to ask. The NATO Secretary-General was staying on track when it came to the defence spending plans.
For me, there is absolute clarity that the United States is totally committed to NATO. Yes, there is also an expectation that the Canadians and the Europeans will speed up their spending, making sure that we not only are able to defend ourselves against the Russians and others, but also to equalize.
As part of the UK's commitment to up defence spending, Defence Secretary John Healey has had the chequebook out already. The RAF are getting 12 brand new F-35A jets, which are capable of being equipped with nuclear weapons and will seriously upgrade the UK's nuclear strike capability. It's part of the Strategic Defence Review, which will also see construction on new nuclear submarines and will allow the UK to join NATO's airborne nuclear threat. The Defence Secretary says having long-range strike capability is critical in a world which has become increasingly dangerous.
We're acting, and we're doing that to strengthen the NATO collective deterrence, and we're doing it to strengthen the British industrial base.
We've got a while to go before the November 4th election, but there's already huge excitement about the battle to be the next mayor of New York. Current incumbent Eric Adams has had a pretty disastrous term, marked by scandal and indicted on charges of bribery and fraud back in 2024. Donald Trump's Justice Department dropped the charges, and Adams is set to run for re-election as an independent, but he won't be facing equally scandal-stained former Governor Andrew Cuomo. Instead, there's a new Democratic challenger, Zohran Mamdani, a self-described socialist, a Muslim, and described by some as sexy, which doesn't sound like a typical politician. He is also pro-Palestinian, just 33 years of age, and he's not afraid of a little straight talking.
We have won because New Yorkers have stood up for a city they can afford. A city where they can do more than just struggle. And it's where the mayor will use their power to reject Donald Trump's fascism.
Still to come on today's Smart 7 in association with Metro, Rod Stewart heads to Glastonbury and Gareth Southgate picks up a knighthood. Right after this.
Hey, it's Jamie East here, and today's episode of the Smart 7 is sponsored by Vodafone Business in partnership with Samsung. When you're running your own business, pretty much anywhere can be your office. The spare room, the back garden, or, even the local cafe. And with the power of Vodafone Business's reliable award-winning network, combined with the new Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra, there's no limit to what you can do pretty much anywhere. For example, if you're working and caffeinating at the same time, the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra will allow you to seamlessly complete actions across a whole range of apps to find relevant information and send it where it needs to go. It can even summarise YouTube videos for you and save it to Samsung Text Notes. That's the power of AI in your pocket. Turns out AI may be useful for more than just written work. Swiss scientists have developed an AI-powered robot that can play badminton with you. The good news is that while the tech took 5 years to develop, the robot's still easily beatable. And getting back to Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra, to take advantage of all the features and change the way you do business, you'll need a Samsung account and a network connection. And if you're using the seamless action across apps, it's compatible with selected languages only. You'll also need a Google account login, and the availability of search functions may vary by country, language and device. To find out more, search Vodafone Business Samsung, and for network verification, go to vodafone.co.uk/network.
Welcome back.
With just under a year to the 2026 Men's World Cup, former England boss Gareth Southgate was at Windsor Castle on Wednesday. He became just the 7th football manager to be given a knighthood, although he has never actually won a trophy in his management career. New England manager Thomas Tuchel was critical when he took over the Three Lions about a lack of hunger and excitement, but he's had 3 wins and 1 loss in his first 4 games against pretty unremarkable opposition. So Southgate was staying positive, however, as he received the honour from Prince William.
To meet other award winners was very, very special. And the Prince has been an incredible supporter of the England team anyway, so it was great to see him again.
The Glastonbury Festival is officially underway, with crowds heading to Worthy Farm to bask in what could be scorching summer weather. The headliners this year are Neil Young, the 1975 and Olivia Rodrigo, which is a pretty eclectic combination, but that's part of the magic of Glastonbury. Also playing are Doechii, Charlie XCX, The Prodigy, and in the Legends slot on Sunday, it's the one and only Rod Stewart. There are rumours that Nile Rodgers will support Rod, but the Scottish legend isn't too happy about the slot he's been given.
I just wish they wouldn't call it the tea time slot. It sounds like pipe and slipper, doesn't it? There's a lot of great artists who have gone by the way because of drugs. I mean, the list goes on and on and on and on. And we're still lucky. We're still here. And why shouldn't we do what we love as long as people want to see us?
We haven't seen a lot from multiple Oscar-winning director Ron Howard recently. He did make a film adaptation of J.D. Vance's book Hillbilly Elegy for Netflix, but he hasn't had a big box office hit in a while. His new movie looks intriguing. It's called Eden, and it's got a killer cast with Jude Law, Ana de Armas, Vanessa Kirby and Sydney Sweeney. It's set in the 1930s and follows a group of European settlers who head off to make a new life for themselves in the Galapagos Islands. Things don't go terribly well and bodies start piling up. It hits cinemas in August.
We hunt. We fight. We kill.
They're trying their best to ruin us. They won't, because we are a family.
You're a traitor. I will not let you destroy us.
Shut up!
You've been listening to The Smart 7. We'll be back tomorrow at 7 a.m. Hit that follow button and have a great day. Give us 7 minutes, we'll give you the world.
Ever wonder what your lashes are destined for? The cards have spoken. Maybelline New York Mascara does it all. Whether you crave fully fan lashes with Lash Sensational, big, bold volume from the Colossal, a dramatic lift with Falsies Lash Lift, or natural-looking volume from Great Lash, your perfect lash future awaits. Manifest your best mascara today. Shop Maybelline New York and discover your lash destiny. Shop now at Walmart.